Have you ever wondered what causes bad breath? It's a question that has probably crossed your mind at some point. Bad breath, or as it's more scientifically known, halitosis, is a common issue that of us face. It's one of those silent yet embarrassing problems that can sneak up on us at the most inconvenient times, like during a close conversation or a job interview. Reports suggest that about 1 in 4 people around the world are plagued by bad breath on a regular basis. That's a quarter of the world's population. And if we dig a little deeper, we find that nearly everyone has experienced bad breath at some point. So, if you've ever been self-conscious your breath, know that you're certainly not alone. Now you might be thinking, sure, I know that bad breath is common, but what actually causes it? Well, that's a great question. The of bad breath are varied and can be as simple as the food we eat. Yes, your love for garlic, onions, or that cup of coffee could be the culprit behind your less than fresh breath. But it's not just about the food. Poor dental hygiene can also play a significant role in causing bad breath. Neglecting regular brushing and flossing can lead to the buildup of plaque and bacteria in the mouth, which in turn can lead to bad. And it's not just these surface-level factors. Certain health conditions can also cause bad breath. Conditions like diabetes, kidney disease, and even certain types of cancer can result in bad breath. It's fascinating and a little scary how our breath can give away so much about our health. You might be surprised to learn that the primary culprits behind bad breath are volatile sulfur compounds. And if you're wondering what these compounds are, well, they're as intriguing as they sound. Volatile sulfur compounds, often abbreviated as VSCs, are tiny molecular structures composed of sulfur along with other elements. These compounds are called volatile because they have a knack for evaporating quickly into the air. This trait enables them to be detected by our sense of smell, often leading to the unpleasant experience of bad breath. So how do these little offenders come into existence, you ask? The answer is both fascinating and a bit unsettling. They're actually byproducts of bacterial metabolism. That's right, the hundreds of different types of bacteria residing in our mouths are constantly eating, digesting, and excreting waste, just like we do. But bacteria, being the tiny organisms they are, don't have digestive systems like ours. Instead, they break down proteins in our food, saliva, and dead cells. During this process, they release volatile sulfur compounds as waste products. Now, these compounds aren't inherently bad. They're just doing what they're designed to do. But when they start to accumulate, that's when the trouble begins. You see, volatile sulfur compounds have a distinctly foul smell. Think of the scent of rotten eggs or decaying meat. Yes, it's that bad. And because these compounds are volatile, they quickly disperse into the air, reaching our olfactory receptors and alerting us to their presence. That's why when someone has a buildup of VSCs in their mouth, we perceive it as bad breath. So the next time you encounter an unpleasant odor wafting from someone's mouth, remember, it's not them, it's the volatile sulfur compounds. These little molecules, born out of bacterial metabolism, are the real offenders causing the stink. The volatile sulfur compounds, those smelly villains, have their favorite hiding spots in your mouth. Let's delve deeper into the anatomy of your mouth to understand how these culprits operate. Picture your mouth as a bustling cityscape with its own unique topography. The tongue, with its myriad of taste buds, forms a complex terrain akin to rolling hills and valleys. These grooves and crevices on the tongue's surface make excellent for bacteria. These microscopic invaders, particularly the ones known as anaerobic bacteria, love to settle in these cozy nooks away from the reach of oxygen. Now, these bacteria aren't just freeloading tenants. They are quite industrious, albeit in a way that we would rather they weren't. As they break down proteins in your mouth, they produce the notorious volatile sulfur compounds, the primary culprits behind bad breath. But the tongue isn't the only place these bacteria like to hang out. Imagine the tonsils at the back of your throat as a pair of old porous sponges. Over time, they can trap food particles, dead cells, and other debris in their tiny pockets, known as tonsil crypts. This combination of warmth, moisture, and nutrient-rich debris makes the tonsils a prime real estate for bacteria, and consequently a hotspot for volatile sulfur compound production. So what can we do to minimize the presence of these compounds? The answer lies in maintaining proper oral hygiene. Regular brushing and flossing, combined with a tongue cleaner or scraper, can help dislodge bacteria from their hiding spots. Additionally, using a mouthwash with antibacterial properties can further aid in keeping your bacterial population under control. Remember, your mouth is a dynamic ecosystem, and like any ecosystem, balance is key. While some bacteria are indeed necessary for healthy oral flora, it's the overgrowth of certain types that leads to the production of volatile sulfur compounds and bad breath. Sometimes, brushing and flossing aren't enough to combat bad breath. There could be other factors at play. Now let's delve a little deeper into some other hidden causes of bad breath. You might be surprised to learn that certain health conditions can play a significant role in causing bad breath. For instance, diabetes can lead to a unique breath odor that is often described as sweet or fruity. This is due to high levels of ketones, a byproduct of the body breaking down fat for energy. Liver disease is another health condition that can cause distinct breath odors. The liver is responsible for filtering toxins out of the body, and when it's not functioning properly, these toxins can build up and lead a musty or sweet-smelling breath. Respiratory tract infections, such as bronchitis or pneumonia, can also lead to bad breath. The bacteria causing the infection can produce odorous compounds that are expelled when you breathe, causing a foul smell. But health conditions aren't the only hidden cause of bad breath. Did you know that certain medications can also lead to bad breath? Many medications can cause dry mouth as a side effect. Saliva plays an essential role in maintaining oral health by washing away food particles and neutralizing acids produced by bacteria in the mouth. When your mouth is dry, these particles and acids can build up and produce an unpleasant smell. So, if you're taking medication and notice that you have dry mouth, this could be contributing to your bad breath. It's always important to discuss any side effects you're experiencing with your healthcare provider. They can help you find solutions to manage these side effects, which may include switching to a different medication or recommending products to alleviate dry mouth. So the next time you're dealing with persistent bad breath, remember that it might not just be about what you ate for. It could be a sign of an underlying health condition or a side effect of your medication. So, we've unraveled the mystery of what causes bad breath. It's not as simple as munching on a garlic clove or forgetting to brush. The real culprits are volatile sulfur compounds, produced by bacteria in our mouths. These bacteria love to hide in the nooks and crannies of our tongues and tonsils right under our noses, quite literally. But there's more. Sometimes pesky bad breath could be signaling underlying health conditions or a side effect of certain medications. So it's not always just about oral hygiene, but also about overall health and well-being. Isn't it fascinating how much science there is behind something as everyday as bad breath? And now that you're in on the secret, you're better equipped to tackle it. Knowledge, after all, is power. Now that you know what causes bad breath, you're better equipped to tackle it. Alright, now that we're armed with knowledge, let's get down to business. How do we fight these sulfur-producing bacteria and keep bad breath at bay? First, maintain a strict oral hygiene routine. Brushing twice a day and flossing regularly can help remove the bacteria hiding on your tongue and tonsils. Second, hydration is key. A dry mouth can become a breeding ground for bacteria, so drink plenty water and keep your mouth moist. Third, watch your diet. Certain foods can exacerbate bad breath. Try to limit your intake of such foods and opt for a balanced diet instead. And finally, don't forget regular dental checkups. Your dentist help identify any underlying issues causing bad breath. Remember, it's not just a battle against bad breath, but also a journey towards better overall health. So let's get started on this journey path. Stick with us, and we'll equip you with all the tools you need to maintain a healthy, fresh mouth. Next up, we'll show you some easy-to-make home remedies to combat bad. So stay tuned, like and subscribe to our channel for more helpful tips and tricks. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Before we move on to the next part, let's take a moment to remind you to show your support. If you're finding this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe. By doing so, you'll be the first to know when we upload new videos packed with helpful tips and tricks. This way, you won't miss out on any vital information to help you on your journey towards better oral health. So go ahead, like this video and click on that subscribe button. We appreciate your support and thank you for being part of our community. Stay tuned as we dive into some easy-to-make home remedies in our next segment.